All right. Is it going to be Samir again? Charles? Who's it going to be? I have to wonder. I have to wonder. Charles, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. First one in. Walrus, you're number 2, bro. You're close, though. You're close. Widow, good try. You're number 3. Samuel with number 4. Dude, I ask myself that same question every day, Wolverine. How you guys doing? Oh, man. How you guys doing? Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta be, like, watching that like a hawk. Man, Charles is the first like, too. Jeez. We got the channel member, first like, first in here. Thank you. Hey, Grid, hey, welcome in, man. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, let's get those likes rolling in, guys. See how high we can get them this Friday. See how high we can get them. Dude, we got so much today, man. Thoughts on Banquet? Okay. Yeah. I'm optimistic about it. I was hopeful that they would do something to change how the crystals worked. Seems like they did that. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think I'll probably get a lot of benefit from it, I think. I am pretty pumped for it. Hulkling, I don't like... I think he's a good champion. I don't think he's like super meta relevant anymore, but he's not going to be unusable, in my opinion. X23, the jury's still out, of course, and we'll just have to wait and see, but I mean, I was pretty okay with it. I did see that, Widow. Usually I just have a lot of stuff going on, especially lately. I really need to make sure that we're prepared for Banquet, so that's like the focus right now. So I haven't really been on the alt or anything like that lately. Which we will get back to eventually. Oh my gosh, that hit me? I might be dead. Gotta get some adrenaline back. Tragic. Man, I will say I love Moman, okay? But man, he kind of needs a little bit more reach, I think, on that heavy. You go to Amsterdam in 2 hours? Dude, that sounds fun. I've never been to Amsterdam. I don't even know what's there. But that sounds cool. Very nice. Samir, what's up, man? Reaction from Legacy? What did Legacy make a video about, Charles? It's like something that's like worth reacting to. I'd be interested. What's up, Spidey? Hey, you do you, Samuel. We'd love to have you, but don't let me interrupt your vacation. WAP did get here first, yeah. Well, he rated. He had just finished his stream, so he had a little bit of an unfair advantage, I think. Man, look at that. Moman, like, that's all, like, a lot of that is SIG ability damage. His points about Banquet or why you'll spend. I'll have to take a look at that then. I mean, I think it's probably going to be pretty good. I still think, though, if you're like a whale account, you may not find as much value. It depends how much you whale, though. If you whale enough to get like a rank 5, definitely worth it, obviously. Stuff outside of that, we'll just have to wait until we see the milestones. That's what's tricky, too, is like we don't know for sure like what the milestones are going to look like. But I would consider it. I still have stuff I gotta do, though. I want to, dude, we gotta do arena. We gotta do arena. If anything, today is, like, kind of showing why it's, like, maybe more important than ever to do arena. Dude, should we do it the whole thing? Crystal sounds juicier than last year, yeah. Top 600, getting rank 5 is pretty cool, too. I did see the rank 6, yeah. With Punisher or whatever. You're regretting Cyber? I try not to, Samir. Try not to. That's kind of what I was saying around Cyber. Like, you really can't punish yourself for it because they haven't given us enough information to choose. You know? So just like try and be forgiving of yourself if you think you made the wrong choice. It's nothing you would have known. I did see that egg, the custom profile picture. Too bad we're not gonna get top 600. Imagine though. No, there's a lot of people out there with a lot of units. And people that are willing to actually spend thousands of dollars, which I am not. So I'm not anticipating top 600. That would be bananas, though. Can you imagine, dude? We get a B-Dizzle pickle with sunglasses profile picture. That would be elite. Would be sick. I did the math, though. If I can get to like 50,000 units, we'll guarantee ourselves at least like 11, basically, of those like Jubilee or Jubilant crystals. That's what it was, Jubilant. Which is actually quite a lot. We're going to be opening a lot of Banquet crystals, you guys. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Rank 6 Punisher will be kind of sick. I wonder if the people that spend all that will actually, like, play the entire year. My headcanon, though, that I posted about that in Discord, they're trying to bait the winners of Battle Realm Brawl into blowing their units. It's the only explanation, dude. Trying to get Liam to give up that million. Man, I wish we could use Yondu in the solo raid. Honestly, solo raid you should just be able to use anybody, whether they're a raid champion or not, you know? I feel like that makes sense. Man, so many numbers on the champion. Ticking down. I tell you what, I was not prepared for them to say the solo milestones were going to be cheaper than last year. That actually kind of shook me. They did say they kind of like I think it was kind of like give and take, though. They made the other events a little bit higher, I think, to compensate, but that's still really cool. Okay. Oh, we have to do Howard the Duck still, huh? Let's go do that. Let's go do that fight. We have to do... Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, we have to do Mystic. Small, medium, or large? Wait, was that a comma? No, that's a period. I didn't know if maybe it was also just XL, but that would be stupid. Okie dokie. Mystic options. What do we have here? We have... We could do it with Wongers, Rintra, Kindred, Kushala, Nico. Nico, I don't think really work. What? I can't remember the nodes that are on this homeboy. I think... Doesn't he have some anti-mystic stuff? No, maybe he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he does. It's right here. He's immune to Nullify, Stagger, Fate Seal, Buff Immunity, Neutralize. So basically, like any Mystic ability. But I would imagine Kushala Special 2 probably is a move, right? Is that the play? You just stick the Soul Barb on him? You love the UFB. Wait, what? Wait, who changed their profile picture? The Banquet crystals, by the way, Charles, are going to be 300 units again. Yeah. Oh, Samir got you. Let's see. What are we up to? Brian, right now we're doing the Howard the Duck objective. After that, we're going to probably grind some arena. And then towards the end of stream, maybe do a few Battlegrounds matches. Welcome in, by the way. Oh, Samir changed it? I can't even tell. Like I said, your guys' profile pictures are too small. I have not gotten ham yet, Brian. I did get ham on my alt account. And if you want to see the reaction to that, it actually happened yesterday. So it's at like 2 hours, 30 minutes around there. Actually, I think it's like 2:28 or so. So it's kind of wild. Prey Bunch and Special 2. I'm kind of, yeah, thinking that's probably the move. I think that's probably the move. Alright, we'll try it. It might take us a few goes, but I think we'll get him down. I like these challenge fights, man. I wish they had these, like, running a lot more often. I think we will with, like, Stellar Forge stuff. But I think the game is in a better place when we can, like, collab as a community for like boss characters like this, you know? Oh, I forgot he goes inexorable or whatever. Oh my gosh, the AI's cracked. Oh, and we get the root. Okay, well, we're gonna need to do this one again. That was not good. Well, no, like, Samir, okay, look. Your profile pictures, I kid you not, are this small on my chat box. I kind of got him. Yeah, it was like the weirdest feeling. I didn't know if I could be like supremely happy or not, because like I'm mad and happy simultaneously. It was like the weirdest feeling ever, right? Because like on one hand, I have this champion that's been eluding me. I built all this like story going into getting this champion, and then I get him, right? And then it's not even on the main. So then it's like, okay, well, okay, thanks. Appreciate you, game. Honestly, I wonder if I can just ignore the like degen thing. Because you're absolutely right. The Soul Barb actually just kills. Ouch. You'd say it's average. Hey, to each their own. I think I can, probably. Yeah, Soul Barb is the move. Oh, look, I finally got him in the corner. Okay, well, that was easy. Okay, well, okay. Okay. Keep all 3 parry blessings up. Yeah, or I can just ignore the thing entirely. I mean, yeah. that was pretty good. I mean, I didn't even have to pay any attention to my HP, really. Oh, there we have it. We now have the mixtape. Fun fact, by the way, if you guys want to see all the pieces of Stellar Forge Star-Lord, he's actually in the store now, so you can look. You can go over here. You can click this, right? You don't really see them on this page. If you try to get him, though, it will show all of the pieces. Okay, so we have the trench coat from Battlegrounds, the cassette, the one they gave us. So we still need to get his blasters, and those will be the last 2 items we get. Presumably, one of them will be it's probably going to be in Banquet. Who knows? So yeah, you can actually see what all the pieces are. It's kind of fun. You're going to pull Kushala on the mini? Dude, I hope so. That would be, I wouldn't feel alone, at least. Now I'm the ever best duck. That's cool. Dang, man, that was actually, like, so much easier than I had thought. Now, you guys thought this was going to be a boring arena stream. Okay. First of all, my streams are never boring, so you should just, like, kick that thought out of your head. But the Twitch drops actually got us some Valiant crystals. Also tier 7 basic, by the way. I got really lucky today. So we're going to spin these out and see what happens. Why do I hope that? Just because then I won't be alone in, like, my pain and suffering. What's up, Nick? Sorry. Yeah, Kushala cooks, man. Kushala just cooks. And Valiant number 1 is Magneto. RIP all the Magneto hopers, I guess, by the way, for Banquet. I'm sorry that you got a little disappointed. We were pretty right on the money with our guess on stream, though, that, like, if it was Mutant, the odds are heavily in X23's favor. Turned out that that was the case. I'm kind of bummed we were right, though. Because truth be told, I really kind of wanted a Cosmic rework. There's so many good Cosmic champions. It is, like, one of my favorite classes, though. Ah. Dude, we're opening a 7-star basic on this account tonight, by the way. We're, like, a few shards away. Dude, imagine if we got the Nexus. Someone told me they trained a hippo to use a toilet, but I think that's just a hippo potty myth. Okay. Hippo potty myth. That one's a little bit of a stretch, but I still like it, K-Man. Hippopotamus. Brought to you by Mike Tyson. There we go. That brings it back. Dude, Mike Tyson's so funny. If you haven't, you should go watch. I mean, I think it's like for older audiences, but Mike Tyson's Mystery Team. It's since been canceled because Norm Macdonald passed away and Mike Tyson went to do other business ventures, but it's a good watch. It's really funny. I think X23 looks intriguing. Potentially insane, but we'll see. We shall see. You think X23 should have been a Plat Pass champion? Yeah. I mean, I kind of expected Banquet because when they announced her rework, they didn't, like, give us a deadline for it, right? We kind of had that with Magic, too, but we know that she's going to be, like, in the Radiance store or, like, Radiance-related. And then we knew Doctor Strange was getting reworked and going to be released in January, I think. I am still, like, reasonably excited, though. Hippopotty Miss. That's a good one, Wolverine. I like that. That's really clever. Yeah, I think they like to keep us guessing. Wow. Man, those were some unlucky Valiants. But hey, we got a 6-star Nexus, though. Why didn't they reveal her sooner? Because we kind of already knew. Yeah, that's like what is like kind of a bummer to me. I agree. It felt like all this hype was built, and then it was like, yeah, actually, it's just a champion you already knew we were working on. And you kind of were probably suspecting that it was going to be this champion. But anyway, here's X23. And then I kind of thought it would be Hulkling after he made the, like, green winged creature comment earlier in the stream, if you were paying attention. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, it's either an Annihilus rework or it's Hulkling. Turns out it ended up being Hulkling. I tell you what, though, man, I was really pulling for Black Bolt rework. That would have been so dope. I guess we'll just have to wait another year. Oh, well. Oh, well. Please be dupes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Man, I love how desperate I am to get Spider-Ham on the main. Dude, I feel like, I don't know if my reaction if I get him on the main will be anything near the second one. We'll have to see. Everybody type your guesses below in the chat what we think I'm going to get from this 7-star basic. You were hoping they were going to sneak in Rogue or Psylocke? Me too. Me too. It was kind of interesting when he was talking about Coliseum, and he was like, obviously this is like a dev kit because you got like Psylocke in here, Psycho Man, Rogue, and you probably aren't going to be using them in this mode. And then after that, he was like, or who knows? Maybe you will. So that kind of was a little bit intriguing. Little bit spicy. So maybe we could be seeing like a Psylocke or a Rogue rework. Maybe sometime soon. We get the Spider-Ham guesses now. What are the odds of pulling him like 2 days in a row, though? Like, that's not very good. Not very good at all. I think it's just going to be a dupe on a champ we already have. I'm going to say it's a extra Sigs on Hulk. Hulk or Dazzler. I mean, I'll go with Hulk. I can't pick two. That's cheating. Overall, though, I will say I think I am pretty excited for Banquet. Hey, more Red Skull Sigs. Well, we'll take that, I guess. We'll take that, I guess. It's not my favorite. It's at least Sigs on like a good champion that I have ranked up, so I guess I'll have to wait a little bit longer to get my sweet prince, man. Oh well. Dude, look at how close we are to the 7-star Awakening Gem Crystal, though, dude. We are definitely getting one with the next EQ. That's going to be pretty nice. Hopefully we can get like a, I don't know, good class. Not science, particularly. Red Skull Sigs are useless. The Prestige. Prestige is not useless. But I do see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from. Can you imagine, though, like, the hype? I actually don't know if I have the reaction in me right now if I were to have, like, pulled Spider-Ham with that. Did I see your last message? I did. I saw you guess Spider-Ham. Are you talking about the one before that? It's a lot easier to see your messages because you're a channel member. Your name is like green. It's actually really nice, Charles. But I did see your message about Cyclops. Lee, oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Just joined in, man, a little bit ago. But welcome. Battlegrounds does suck. I agree. You haven't even done Elder. You don't want to. I don't actually mind Elder. I am glad, by the way, we're getting new nodes in EQ, so that's gonna be sick. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Wolverine. You know what's gonna suck is when Banquet drops and I don't open my almost 200 Banquet crystals right off the rip because I have to wait for stream, and then people get a 1-to-1 replacement because for some reason that crystal doesn't have everybody it's supposed to have. That's gonna be great. Oh, it was a joke message? I didn't see one other than that though. Maybe it got auto-modded? I'm not sure. It deserved to be CGR. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if it was CGR, I wouldn't really like... I wouldn't shoot for him that much. I would honestly prefer Hulkling over CGR. I know that's like a really hot take. I've never been like... I definitely respect his damage. That's for sure. That's not blind to me. Just like how he plays and stuff like that, I've never been like a huge fan. Hopefully we can get enough keys just based on pure luck that we can get every champ in there. If not, I think I want to get Scorpion. I wouldn't mind Hulkling. I want to get X-23. And then, I don't know, I kind of want to get Jane Foster, even just so I can make sure I don't like her, but we'll see. I mean, having Andrew the Rough, or whoever, pick Jane Foster as the free champion is like... I mean, she must be good, right? Probably. So I'd like to give her a try. But I don't know. Definitely, like, I think Scorpion... Ooh, Nimrod's in there too, huh? Maybe not. Ah, dude, I love Nimrod, but I don't... Okay, so... Nimrod, Scorpion, and then... I think X-23 interests me more than Jane. I'd probably go that direction. As far as choosing between Absman and Kingpin, I still don't really know. Like, I like Kingpin more. I also have like a Maxig rank 3 Crossbones though, you know? So it's like, do I really like need Kingpin? I feel like Absorbing Man would provide a little bit more value to my account. Ah, there's so many different things. Oh, okay, I get that. The joke came through, Charles. Nice one, dude. New nodes in Elder EQE still can't unlock it. Yeah, dude. When he was like, yeah, we actually still haven't gotten it set up, so you still have to do classic difficulty. I was like, brother, please. Stop this madness. It can't be that difficult. I refuse to think that coding it in a way where a certain progression just automatically unlocks Elder difficulty. I refuse to think that that's difficult. I don't think it is. Or it shouldn't be. If it is, I think you need to seriously consider how you code your game. But I think that's kind of like they're stuck with how the game was started. So there's a little leeway there, I guess. CGR is more limited than Hulkling in playstyle. I think in some aspects, yeah. If you want like his max damage rotation, I think like Hulkling, it feels like any match you can get his max damage. CGR, sometimes like you just have to play in a way that doesn't really cater itself well to getting his like damage rotation off. Jane is carrying the box. You don't know why they let Andrew get Jane, but not like Cantona get Scorpion? Wait, did Cantona get, like, did he qualify for a free, like, pick of whoever he wanted? I thought it was only, like, because he was, like, runner-up. Looking forward to the 2-star side quest in the New Year arena. I like them too. They're a little bit of a change of pace. It'll be fun. Welcome in, Travis, by the way. I think overall we're going to be eating good over the next month or so. And then a free Glorious Guardians or whatever it was selector. That's pretty freaking good just for logging in. She cooked Sentinel. Hey, Spider-Woman is one of the few champs I think that can kill Sentinel in time. Alright, speaking of Hulkling, by the way. Here we go. I do like... Oh man, Hulkling kind of wants Sig too. There are a couple Sig-hungry champions in Banquet this year. Like, both of the champions you'd pick from the selector. Not Kingpin as much as Absman, from what I understand. I don't really know if Jane Foster is. I don't really know her revamped kit that well. Scorpion doesn't really need high sig. Nimrod definitely wants high sig. His shocks go off, like, way harder if he has high sig. Hulkling wants high sig, so his buffs last longer. I don't know about X23. I guess it's not like everybody there, but there's still a good chunk. Like, if we only get one Awakening gem, I don't know who I'd want to prioritize Awakening. What's up, Dwayne? What's up? We got the Rock in here, guys. Hope you're having a good one, man. She's been relicless. Yeah, that'll make a big difference. Just like I didn't have Despairs turned on. Dude, I can't believe I've been playing Battlegrounds without Despair this entire time. I could have sworn I had it on, but I guess not. I could have won so many more matches, dude. Oh, it's so rough. For you, it goes Hulkling, Jane, Valk, and then you don't care for the other three. You're off early to see your bro make his run. Well, I don't know what run... Oh, wait, me? Am I your bro? Or is that something... Okay, well, I don't know if you're talking about me or someone else, but I hope they make their run, and I hope it's successful. Yeah, dude, I don't want to do any of those matchups. Yikes. Oh, me, okay. Man, I was kind of like, I don't know, is he gonna go see, like, watch someone, like, run a marathon or something? It's definitely not me. I'm not making a marathon. I would die right there, mile 5. Shout out to anyone who's ran a marathon, by the way. It's quite the feat. One I myself probably will never accomplish. That would be kind of a fun goal, though. Like a good way to, like, test yourself. Hey, Caveman with the $5 donation. Thank you, man. How does The Rock be? He Dwayne says Johnson. Oh my gosh. Timeout Widow for that tier list? Dude, we can work on it. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Alright, let me give you your position as Big Dill, my friend. Okay, oh, it's not caps? Dude, we gotta give you caps lock. Okay, man. Oog. I hope you always want me to actually add the oog on the end. I assume you do. Some people, like, it's tricky with handles, right? Because a lot of you have, like, numbers in your YouTube handles. And I don't know if you'd actually want that on the banner or whatever. All right, where even is Widow? Oh, there he is. Widow, it's nothing personal, okay? All right, there you go. Samir with the celebration. Having the MN relic makes it... Yeah, it increases the damage a ton. I could just put Oog. Okay. We'll change it up. You want Hulkling and Scorpion? Dwayne with the 2 smackaroos, too? Oh my gosh, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. We have the Rock with the Dono. This is a very long fight against this Red Skull, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on. There we go. Big shock damage, though. Why did it... I don't know why it did the scream again. Oh my gosh. Dude, honestly, I kind of want to just forfeit against Sola. Like, I just don't like fighting this guy. You know what? I don't care, dude. Ah, dude, I hate that I hit the heavy, though. Are you kidding me? All right, fine. You tried to do arena, just don't have patience? I don't blame you, dude. Oh, really? The stupid synergy? I'm sorry. Look, if I'm fighting a team in arena, they should not benefit from synergy. It's actually crazy. Like, we're not questing here, okay? Yeah, what's up, Cosmic? How are you, man? It's alright, we got the KO though. That matchup usually goes way worse. And I had full HP there. That's crazy. I probably could pull that off in Battlegrounds if I needed to then. I think I just need to play it and, like, just YOLO, ignore the sleep. And then that's, like, the move. Because, honestly, that actually worked. And any other time I've tried to, like, do the heavy bait in space and, like, reduce the sleep charges, it never works. So, maybe next time I'll just play, like, fast and loose with it. It's a joke, like your skill champ preferences. Oh my gosh. Dude, Caveman just woke up today and chose violence. You always dread Enchantress, but Zola is the worst in the game. I don't like both of them. Honestly, I would prefer Arnim Zola over Enchantress. That being said, like, I think I have an easier time fighting Enchantress. I just hate how inconsistent she is, man. Like, she can just have the untouchable and be untouchable like multiple times in a row, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's like the worst thing ever. The new Banquet champs are X23 and Hulkling, Cosmic. It's not violence. What else? What else could it be? Aaron, that's the move. Arena is not meant for units. It's for developing life skill. He's only just discovered fire. Samir, dude, you're speaking of fire. You're playing with it, my dude. Like, you're playing with fire, man. I'm just saying. You are asking to get timed out. I know Caveman is... He chose war today. Yeah, if it counted, yeah. I'm surprised there's not, like... I'm sure we'll get them soon. I don't think there's any champion immune to sleep, right? I'm surprised there isn't one in the game. If there actually isn't, which I don't think there is, We'll probably get one soon, I would imagine. Oh, Samir says, I could go all day. Okay, man, he's calling you out, man. I love my chat, dude. You guys are the best. So many... Oh, man. It makes Arena so much fun when I got you guys to keep me company. Did I tell you guys I'm excited for Banquet, though? We're going to have almost 50,000 units. It's going to be super dope. And it's not even going to be... We're not even going to have to open the checkbook, dude. Is that even a thing anymore? I don't think people open checkbooks. That's like an old saying. It's like bust out the credit card now, huh? Well, we won't have to do that. If Nightmare is ever added, he should be sleep immune. That would be actually like cool lore stuff. Samir looking for trouble. If he times me out, it's because he's afraid of the smoke. No, maybe Caveman is like the caveman that like... Maybe he's like the Giga Genius caveman. Inventing fire. He probably invented the wheel too, bro. He may be like the only caveman you don't want to mess with. He has a doctorate. Man, Kingpin, what a pushover. Will there be gifting? It did seem like they were gonna have the like gifting badge thing. Like in the past, you could nominate someone for like a cool roster or Battlegrounds monster, stuff like that. I don't think that you're gonna actually like gift items though. You're at 9,000 units? King Bad, that's okay. You're still probably gonna be able to get all the solo events. So let me break it down for you. Because I took notes. Okay. So to get all of the solo objectives, which is the 3 keys for the banquet box, which is like really that's the prize there, right? You need to spend 10,800 units. So you're like right there. Okay? If you want to get to the Kingpin and Absman selector, it's 15,600 units though. So that will be a little bit more of a chunk of change, but overall it's not as like bad as I thought it would be. That being said, you know, like you might be able to stop earlier on some of those if you don't care, you know, you might still get a lot of goodies. But those are the only like real like point thresholds we know. Broken right? What a nerd. Hey, you know what? You do what you gotta do. There's like too many dates changing and events coming and going in this game. It's nice to like when they stream, I'll just write down like when things go live. But anyway, I am like really shocked. I definitely thought the solo rewards would be a little higher. Them lowering it was not on my bingo card. Next dono goal, pocket protector? Wait, what? Get out of the caveman. No, pocket protectors are dope, dude. They protect your pocket. Keep your pens from, like, if they break or something, from ruining your shirts. At least I think. I've never actually seen a pocket protector. What's included in the 10K? We don't know. We don't know what's in the milestones right now. But we do know that at the minimum of 10,000... What was it? 800 units. That gives you the 3 keys for the banquet box. So you'll have 3 random chances of getting any of the champions in the banquet box that they've announced. So that's Nimrod, Jane Foster, X-23, Hulkling, Scorpion, and then Valkyrie. Yeah, Valkyrie. They mentioned there's Aaron. They mentioned there's one in the web store and then one in the game, but they didn't mention if there were 2 in the game. I'm hoping there are, because that would suck to have upwards of, you know, like the units I have and only be able to get one of those guys without spending money. So they did mention like for sure if you're spending you can get both of them because they'll have one in the reward track on the web store. But we don't know, like, if there's multiple ways in-game to get selectors. Am I planning on going in, all in? Yeah, I am. As of right now, Walrus. I am. I want to see how high we can get this puppy, dude. I want to know how high we can rank. I'm not expecting, like, top 1,000 or anything, but I do think we'll get some pretty good rewards. I don't use a Google Doc. I wasn't watching the live stream on my computer. Otherwise, I would have. But yeah, I really hope I can snag both of them. If I have to choose, I really don't know who I will choose. But dude, we are gonna get some juicy stuff with like the guaranteed Jubilant crystal or whatever it is. Like, there's a Titan Nexus in there. Like, what else was in there? There's like the shiny rainbow version of the Banquet champs. That could be sick. And then what else was there? There was one more thing. Was it rank up mats? Anyway, I don't remember what the third thing was, but we're gonna get like 11 of those. Hopefully we can get like one of the rainbow champ things. You do get a, you know, last year we get a free key from the web store. We'll see if they do the same thing or not. All in for science? Heck yeah. Hey, Reliver, what's up, man? What's up, dude? We'll have to see. Maybe they'll put all the keys in the milestones this year. Who knows? You want more tier T7? I think that'll be in the crystals. Definitely milestones. What's in the Jubilant crystal? Let me see. I don't remember if I wrote it down or not. You would think I would. Oh, okay. A full tier 7 catalyst can be in the Jubilant crystal. A Nexus Titan. Or the first appearance Founders Keeper Champion. So, like, the ones in the box. And then 15 of the Banquet crystals, the one that's 300 units, is a guaranteed 1 Jubilant crystal. Or there's also a 7.7 repeating chance to get a Jubilant crystal from a Banquet crystal. So, presumably, with how many units we have, we should be opening a lot of those. So, either we're going to get a bunch of rank up mats in the form of tier 7 basic, or oh my gosh, we're gonna get Titan Nexus and like first edition rainbow holographic Scorpion, and it's gonna be dope. Abyss, I think she looks cool. I like the route in place where you can like spam light attacks. I think that's pretty sick. The Jubilant crystals look really juicy, man. Reliver, I'm just playing Arena right now. Maybe later on we'll play some Battlegrounds. I gotta prep for Banquet, man. It sounds like this is kind of what I wanted to hear about Banquet. I mean, obviously, they said they're not hyping it up. Yes, they are, okay? Like, they're definitely trying to put a positive spin on everything and make it sound insane. But I think it sounds like just objectively better than the last few years, so I'm pretty excited for Banquet. So I want to get like every last unit I can possibly get. They didn't say all the Banquet odds. They just said the odds for the Jubilant Crystal are 7%. Milestones will continue to have units, and then SBCs, yeah. That's what they alluded to. Because when they were talking about like the threshold for like the units you'd have to spend, they also said that like that was like if you used all the units and crystals in the milestones and stuff. So there will be milestones with those in it. I'm glad Elder EQ is next week to occupy us while we wait 2 weeks. Yeah. They've got some other stuff coming out around like the 10th and stuff. But yeah, I am excited for another EQ. That stuff, I mean, like, now that we're going to have new nodes with it, I think it could be a lot more fun. And I didn't mind it before. I kind of enjoy EQ. And we get the Coliseum mode. That's going to be really interesting. How many errors will Kabam have while we do Banquet? I don't know, but however many they have, if they could only, like, happen when I'm opening my crystals so that I can get, like, basically duplicate crystals, that would be sick. You want a Google Play gift card to use on Banquet? It's not a bad idea. Yeah, Coliseum's on the 10th. You want 4S6 out of the Banquet champs? You might be able to get a few with that many, Nick. Definitely, dude, grind as much arena as you possibly can, though. Clear as much content as you can. Banquet of bugs. I hope not, dude. If they fumble the launch of Banquet, that will be tragic. Speaking of tragedy, though, and, like, not good things, I am not a big fan of the fact that they didn't address the compensation with the crystal rollover at all. That is not good. That is not good, dude. Like, oh, come on, dude. Like, they can't do that comp. It's way too OP. They need to change it. I don't think they've said anything about a date yet for it, Travis. I think they need to just fundamentally change how it works. It's way too insane. For those that benefited and got lucky, it's so unfair to everybody else. It's like a ridiculous comp package. Honestly, I don't even know how that got greenlit. I think they should be rethinking it, personally. Like, I've ranted on this, like, not even for me. Look, I wasn't saving basics. I don't really care that much. But I know a lot of people that were aware of the bug, knew the champions they wanted weren't in there yet, and they had hoarded like 20, 30 crystals, and they didn't open them because they didn't, like, the champion wasn't there. And now they're getting punished for being smart. What is wrong with that picture? Everything. Like, they could have popped 30 to 40, some people even 100 crystals. Like, some people were in school, some people were at work. Why should they be punished? Like, you are rewarding people for you just, like, messing up your own game. And you're almost, like, making the people that, like, were smart about it or just unlucky feel super bad. And, like, a 1-to-1 basic replacement is so crazy, dude. It's like, I don't think people understand, like, how insane that is. You're doubling up on SIGs, you're doubling up on shards, you're doubling up on ISO and gold. You're getting more chances at other champions that were already in the basic that you wanted to go for. It's so crazy. And we live in a world where prestige is so important, now more than ever. And people that just, like, opened instantly are getting so crazily rewarded. It's so unfair, man. It's so unfair to like all the people that wanted to be smart, that were busy or asleep. Like, it's not it, dude. You like wet noodle scenario? I haven't heard that, Travis, or seen it. I still think, like, doing a tiered reward system is best. Like, you give people a couple more days to open basics, and then, like, the number of basics you open during that time slots you into a tiered reward of, like, how much comp you would get. And then I think you do, like, maybe 1 or 2 nexuses per 5 basics. I think that's fine. But, like, a 1-to-1 replacement is just wild. Just wild. Like, okay, I have been opening my basics because I'm hunting Spider-Ham, and logic would dictate, although we defied that last night miraculously on not my main account, but logic would dictate the less champions there are in the pool, the more higher of my chance of pulling Spider-Ham, right? So I wasn't hoarding for the crystal rollover because that was the smart thing to do. Had I known this debacle was going to happen, I should have just, like, saved 60 crystals or 50 and popped them all instantly, and I would have had like 50 or 60 more chances at Spider-Ham, and that would have far outweighed my decreased odds. Like, it's just, it's not rewarding in the correct way for like their blunder. It's in my mind, I've tried to be patient with them because like, but at this point, it's happened a few days ago. They've had more than enough time to say they're rethinking it or they want to do something else. So I don't know. I mean, the comp still hasn't gone out. They still have time to like backtrack and do something else. But dude, I'm like angry for my community. Because it's just so unfair, dude. Kabam needs to just turn on. I don't know if that would solve the. I'm not a coder. I don't know if that would solve the problem or not, Kingbed. You only open one basic 3 minute. Dude, how dare you only open one crystal though? You should have opened like 50. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so ridiculous. Some people like only missed out by like a minute, or like, it's just so crazy. I don't like the whole situation. And knowing that they fumbled the bag on the Titan rollover a few months prior, where Arnim Zola wasn't in the crystal, and then they openly admitted, we don't want to reward people that were just lucky because they opened crystals while a champion wasn't in there. We're going to give the compensation to everybody, right? The fact that they were aware of that, they made that statement, and then it happens again, and they just forget they said that. Like, what the heck? Craziest thing ever. Oh, that makes sense, Reliver. Increase my chances. We'll see. I mean, we just saw I don't have to do that. I just have to play on my alt account, I guess. Dude, now the question becomes, will I dupe Spider-Ham before I get Spider-Ham on my main? I think that's a good idea, Caveman. I don't know if you just came up with that or you found that somewhere, but I do like that. I think you do that, or like a tiered reward system. Captain Marvel movie and Kushala, those are great pulls, man. I still like Sparkles. She can still dish out a lot of damage. Captain Marvel movie got me through so much in this game, it's not even funny. Or be like, sorry, here's a Titan Nexus and a 7-star Nexus. I don't think in that low of numbers it would be enough, King Bad. Like, there were people that hoarded like 100 crystals. I'm not joking. That's not hyperbole. It's a lot harder to reward the basic crystals for being messed up because people have just like absurd numbers of them. Compared to when they messed up the Titan, like you can only kind of hoard like maybe 10, 15 Titans at a time between rollover. Unless you like, you know, skip a couple updates, which people do. But for the most part, that's not the case. It's pretty easy to get up to like 10 basics in a few weeks. Like, there were a lot of people with a lot of 7-star crystals. I think more than like that. I think that's what makes the comp a lot more difficult. Dude, that's crazy good. And you got Carolina Dean? She's dude, I pulled her this last Titan rollover. Carolina Dean has quickly become like a favorite champion. She's just so stupid easy to play. It feels like it feels like you're cheating. You just get power for existing and then profit from there. It's crazy. Just wild stuff. For every 10 crystals opened. No, I got what you were saying, Caveman. I think they need to do something. I think Seaton made a video about it. Like, they have to be aware of it. I'm sure the content creators are kind of like in their ears about it, or at least like I would hope they were. I do worry that like humanity writ large has such a short attention span and memory, and we're very prone to forgetting important things. I do wonder if all the talk about Banquet and stuff like that is going to just overshadow the compensation. And, like, people will forget, like, how insanely, like, unfair it is. And it'll just, like, happen. And there won't be any sort of, like, restitution for it. We'll have to wait and see, though. I certainly don't want to have to, like, make a video on it or anything. Not that my voice would, like, sway anybody. You duped Zola and you pulled Gallon. Dude, Gallon's a really nice pull. Oh, you duped Zemo. Oh, never mind. Zemo dupe is good, too, though, if you like using him. I love when Shocker just randomly decides he wants to stun. You're still chasing Jean? Dude, I wish you the best of luck. Ugh, just keep on ripping the Titans as soon as you get them. Speaking of opening Titans and basics, though, they did mention how every basic, or like every Banquet crystal is going to have 7-star shards or Titan shards. They said like a small amount. I wonder how they define that. Are we talking like 1,000 shards? Are we getting like 600? What are we gonna get? Which champions are nullify immune? You only know of Overseer. Is Dazzler one? Dazzler might be nullify immune. I don't really have that memorized. I think if you go on MCOC.gg, they have a list of like champions that have certain abilities, though. You used to be able to go to Khonshu's Ankh, but then they paywalled it for no reason at all. So I think MCOC.gg, if you go to that website, you can look all that stuff up. But there's not a lot. Oh, that wasn't an intercept? I mean, I could probably just kill her, huh? Yeah. Oh, it was on I did Jabari versus Hulkbuster. Oh, got you. You'd be happy with 1,000? I would want it to be like 1,200, maybe. I mean, obviously, I would take more. I hope it's not like 200 or some like small amount. Another thing, like, they didn't tell us what the main prizes would be in those crystals either. I mean, we only know of like 2. Because you can get a key. At least I would assume you can get a key. You have in the past. Then I guess every trophy champion. And then you can get a Jubilant Crystal. There's got to be like rank up mats though as like main rewards. I would think. Oh, there you go. Aaron's got you a list. You just rank 3 or dupe Terax. You're debating if you want to rank 3 or dupe High Evolutionary. If you really like High Evolutionary, go for it. Like, if you like playing him and like putting him on defense, go for it. He also has like the positive benefit of being a prestige champion. What's good, Sheep? How are you, man? We're just prepping as hard as we possibly can for the banquet coming up. Keep something for the actual banquet day. That's not a bad idea. Hold some rank up mats for like when banquet happens. Yeah, evolutionary, I still like, I have a rank 4 that I ranked up for prestige. He seems to do pretty good on defense. I mean, I don't think he's that tricky to beat personally, but a lot of people seem to have trouble with him. The lowest prestige in the game, is it? I think it's Juggernaut. I'm not 100% sure. Juggernaut is definitely like a contestant for it. I don't know if he's the exact lowest or not. I always make fun of him for his low prestige. Dude, Dazzler is so fun to use. Big damage. Didn't even need the special one set up either. Red Hulk should be lowest. Is that who it is? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Magic? I mean, you can't really own her as a 7-star, though. So I don't know if you want to, like, count her. But yeah, Juggernaut is quite the prestige peasant, I think. I think people in chat have told me Venom is kind of low as well. I don't know how low he is, though. And I refuse to care because he's so good. Dazzler is a beast, yeah. Especially if you get, like, the full Dazzler, like, rotation off. You have the special one, like the energy vulnerability on there. Dude, it's so fun having new champions in Arena. Like, the fact that I get to play Lizard once in a while is great. No, Juggernaut is low on prestige, dude. Okay, what is like the first like 7-star available prestige? So I don't think you can get a 7-star Red Cyclops. Lowest prestige 7-star in the game. I know Mole Man was kind of low, but he was unawakened for a long time. Jugs is last? Okay. I knew he was, like, dang near if he wasn't, like, there. Moon Knight? Wait, is Moon Knight a 7-star? No, he's not. Is he? I don't think you can get Moon Knight as a 7-star. Yo, what's up, Panda Man Pete? Mr. Pickle. Dude, I need to get myself a pickle hoodie. Like, you guys know how I have my hamburger hoodie and I have my pizza hoodie. I want to get a dill pickle one. It would probably look weird, though. It'd probably look like I just have a bunch of warts or something, but I have to do it for the brand. Man, it would be the absolute dream, though, if I was, like, ranked high enough miraculously in Banquet to where I could get my own custom profile picture. That'd be so sick. Maybe that's, like, a privilege they could extend to content creators down the road. If I can make it there. That'd be so cool, dude. That would be the only time I think I would ever change from the dabbing plat pool. Let's buy Elsa. That should be quick. Oh, no. Okoye's cooked. All right, we have to win these first two. Is it too late to get Star-Lord Stellar? I don't believe so, no. You have until the event for fighting Howard the Duck is expired. And I think the egg event is still around too. So yeah, I think you can still get it. Do I dual stream? Twitch was crazy earlier. You had hundreds of people watching because of the drops. I am looking into it. I'm looking into it. The tricky thing about like drops content is it doesn't really like it doesn't lead to engaged viewers. But yeah. No, I'm thinking about it. The tricky thing about that too is like multi-streams and then like chat integration and stuff. I think if I do multi-stream, I will probably just have YouTube chat. Yeah, Benji. Make sure you're pushing Battlegrounds too. But the good thing about Twitch, right, is like it doesn't punish you as heavily if your audience isn't engaged. Where like YouTube, I think kind of would if you had like I don't know, dude. The YouTube algorithm is like an enigma. Because like on one hand, I feel like it would see you like with a bunch of like viewers for drops. And then when you're normally streaming, those viewers wouldn't be there. So maybe it would think that you were view botting, or maybe it would think like, okay, people must not actually like this channel that much, and then maybe that kills you in the algorithm a little. I'm not 100% sure how it works. That would make sense to me. But Twitch, I don't think they care about that. Yeah, I think like I can't keep up with 200 chats per minute. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I think you just have to go to like what the big streamers do, and if you really want, like, you just hope they see your message, basically. Oh, nice. That sounds like a good idea. Wait, I thought I swapped Carolina Dean out right here. Did I totally not? Man, did I only do that in my head? Oh, well. It's fine. I mean, a special 2 is probably still strong. Oh, yeah, he's still dead. So we'll see. But like I said, I think if I do dual stream, which right now, I think I'm planning on it. Because I want, like, if people in my YouTube streams want to be able to get drops as well. I want you guys to, you know, still have an option. And then if that's the case, you can just pop over to Twitch, get your drops. Stuff like that. Because I don't want to, like, leave you guys out to dry or out cold, you know? High and dry, that's what I was looking for. I'm sorry. So I'll probably do it that way. And then I think I'll just only, like, really interact with the chat on YouTube. Because it'll be the most, like, tame one. We won't have people trying to spam codes to, like, get... I mean, you guys have seen Kabam chats. They can be kind of off the rails. So I think, like, if I do it, that's going to be how we do it. And I am leaning towards having a multi-stream. With, like, the side benefit is, like, back in the day, I did stream on Twitch a lot. So I actually am monetized over there. So people can, if they really like the content, like, you can still subscribe over on Twitch if you want. No drops, less people. Yeah, Aaron, right? That's like how the entire chat is, dude. Exclamation mark drops. Do stream reviews on Twitch the Friday evening of said stream? Wait. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I wish I could make it work with my schedule. I would really love to do a watch party of, like, Kabam live streams. I think we could have such a fun time. We could have such a fun time. I actually have some good ideas too for something like that. I just need to be able to, like, have the time and, like, ability to pull it off. I'm just always, like, really busy during the time that Kabam goes live. So it makes stuff like that really difficult. But yeah, I do, like I said, I don't want to, like, deny you guys the ability to earn drops, so I'd like to provide that for you. And it sounds like that's probably going to be how things work going forward, unless Kabam like gets some deal where Twitch won't ban them or whatever. So and who knows, like in the long term, it could lead to Twitch becoming like the dominant area, like for MCOC. Like right now, I think it's pretty much YouTube. Personally, I think YouTube is like the place to go if you want to watch MCOC, and then you go over to Twitch if you want drops. But that could change if they continue the drops policy the way it is. We'll get Thor Rags. Yeah, well, that's how we'll get Thor Ragnarok as well. So it'd be good to just be like prepared. That being said, dude, YouTube is so much like Twitch has some cool things on there, but I feel like YouTube and like not really having a lot of ads compared to Twitch is so much nicer. If there's a streamer that's re-streaming stuff, I almost always will go to their YouTube stream, just so I don't really have to watch ads. Twitch is like, it's hard to watch sometimes, dude. And I think they have cool like streamer interaction capability and features on their platform, but the pre-roll ads, the mid-roll ads, too much. Too much. At least for me, like for the viewing experience. You'll never switch to Twitch. If that's where the community goes, you're out. Lee, there'll always be live streams on YouTube here, don't worry. Always. I will never desert you. Well, okay, I can't say that. I could get struck by lightning, but I will do my best to never knowingly or willingly desert you guys. Don't worry. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, Travis. Twitch equals no. They can manually run ads. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Twitch still does pre-rolls though. Like, so in order to disable pre-rolls on Twitch, you have to let Twitch run ads for you during your stream. And if you like meet a certain ad quota, you can have pre-rolls off on your channel. At least that's how it was the last time I looked at their policy. So it's still like you're getting ads. There's kind of no way out of it, unfortunately. If you want to do like an ad-free thing, I think you still get pre-roll ads. Unless you have Twitch Turbo. Yep. Or I've heard, I don't know if it works on Twitch. I know there's some countries that like ads, they don't bother even having ads for those countries. You could try VPNing to one of those countries. I don't know if that would work though. Yeah, okay, yeah, Sheep is talking exactly about what I'm talking about. YouTube Premium Caveman is honestly pretty goated though, dude. I don't think I can go back. Like, if somebody like is ever showing me a video, like a family member or friend, and I get that YouTube ad or like a mid-roll, I'm like, oh my gosh. I can't stand this. YouTube Premium, like, that might be the one thing I pay for the rest of my life because it is so worth it. It's not even funny. Yeah, you get free Twitch Prime subs if you have Amazon Prime and your Twitch account linked. By the way, I mean, shameless promotion, if I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, my Twitch is linked down in the video description here. If you guys want to go give me a follow over there, just so when that day comes, I do multi-stream, you're already ready to go with like the notifications and stuff, then click that and go follow or whatever. Yeah, I don't think I would ever get Twitch Turbo, Lee. I think YouTube Premium is where it's at, though. And hey, you know what? If you have a Twitch Prime you want to burn, go for it. I am thinking of multi-streaming. Yeah, I'm very heavily leaning in favor of it. Very heavily. Hey, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Rouse8577. Appreciate you. You refused to buy a YouTube Premium for a long time. So annoyed that you waited. Dude, I know. Like, dude, it's like hard to think about, like, it sounds pathetic. It's hard to think about life without it. I'm not even joking. YouTube, next Twitch, next Kick. I don't know, man. I'd only go stream on Kick if I start gambling, which I don't think that would ever happen on stream, so don't worry. No, I don't know how I feel about Kick. I haven't really spent any time on that platform. I mean, I would consider it if it, like, started to really, like, blossom or whatever. I don't really know much about Kick, other than it's, like, basically Twitch, but less popular. Yeah, I have seen that, Reliver, yeah. The issue with me is, like, we have enough, like, enclosed chats happening between different chatters in our community that, like, I think, like, keeping up to date with all the topics and stuff people are talking about could get really complicated. So I'd rather just limit, like, if you want to chat, go over to YouTube, stuff like that. But we could see how things unfold. That was you, Travis? Thanks, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, dang it. I forgot he goes invis. Wait, why did he go invis there? Is it the incinerate or something? I didn't think he went invis on Perry. She's definitely up there for me, Sheep. She's like so slow. Honestly, fair point, Nick. I don't think it's the kind of gambling that does well on Kick, though. That's like your stake, your, like, I don't know, maybe if you're like DraftKings or Kalshi. What is the other one? Polybet? Is that what it's called? Polybet? And I shouldn't even know that many, like, gambling things, but, you know, the internet is just kind of plastered with gambling ads now, so. Hey, Giant Walrus with the follow over on Twitch. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. You'll never watch me over there. That's okay. Hey, if you need to farm drops, you can just hop over for however long you need. Yeah, Twitch is a little bit easier to unlock, like, the subscriber stuff. I think they've lowered it a couple times. Oh my gosh, Reliver, thank you for the follow, man. Let's all play blackjack on stream. Dude, that's actually, like, one of the only, like, casino card games I know how to play. I'm not, like, I don't even know how to play poker. But yeah, part of it too, Reliver, is like I've spent a lot of time developing the YouTube community, and I don't know. I don't want to have to divide my attention. It's tough to put into words. It basically, at the end of the day, it's just easier to have a conversation with my viewers. Blackjack it's like easier than like any other card game I know. You're down for blackjack? Oh shoot. Dude, is Zemo kind of cracked for high evolutionary? I guess. Chat yearns for 21. Dude, what could be fun is like we play blackjack, but the chat is the dealer. I don't know how you would set that up, but that would actually be pretty cool. You don't even buy lottery tickets? Once in a while, if my wife and I are on a long road trip, if we have cash or change that we want to get rid of, we'll get like scratch off tickets. That's it. Outside of that, like, I don't really play the lottery or anything. It's annoying because you have a nice little community over on Twitch, but for MCOC, you think YouTube streaming is a lot better. Yeah. But you'll get there, man. I mean, who knows? Like I said, like, Twitch could be, like, the long-term play now with how they're doing drops. You might want to just, like, fully invest over there. It's tough to say, dude. A parlay pick'em stream? Walrus? We could. That would have to be on Kick, though. Maybe we could do that one. That stream could be members only. Poker is your go-to card game? Yeah, I don't know how to play it, but it does sound fun. Speaking of which, those of you that do play poker, a video and a YouTube channel that wandered onto my YouTube feed like months ago that is totally worth a watch. Locked In Poker, okay? That's so entertaining. This guy like drops out of college to try to go make a living playing poker, and his edits are hilarious. And I think it's a genuinely fun experience. Even though I don't know anything about poker, definitely go give his YouTube channel a look, dude. Kabam wants to invest. Yeah, see, we're number 1 on Twitch. Yeah. I've been saying it for a long time. Like, dude, if you go to like a ton of other very popular mobile games, like Genshin Impact, we'll use for instance, which not quite a mobile game anymore, but like it applies to a bunch of other mobile games. We'll just pretend I didn't say Genshin, but for this experiment or example, we'll say Genshin. They always have Twitch drops running. Always. Like, I don't think that would be like a bad thing to do for Kabam. You could have like special Twitch drops when it's like special in-game events and stuff like that. But like, just throw on like every week there's Twitch drops for MCOC. I think it gives their community a lot of positive engagement. It can kind of like help spread the game, boost their numbers like they want, which is what they said in their little post. Just do that. You could throw in like 1, maybe 2 rebirth crystals a week. Probably just 1 because it would be weekly. Maybe throw in like, I don't know, 25 units, something. Like just do something small. Like there's people that would tune in for that. Want a friendly? Maybe another time, Formula. I'm playing. I got to get all these milestones done so that we can have like an insane banquet. But I think they should do that. Yeah, probably. But I have like, I mean, YouTube does drops too. I think they should do them over here. I don't know if it's like harder to do on YouTube or something. But like, I think this is where the majority of people watch MCOC. I'm surprised they don't just do the drops on YouTube. But I think like just some small weekly Twitch drops would go a long way. And there's like no reason not to do it. People want free things. They're going to tune in for them. Like, at least that's my opinion. Energy refills? Yeah, that would be a really good thing to have in there. Just like small things that could make your game better. Here, come over to my Mind Venom. It looks really cool. Check it out. Moron. Moron. Okay, that is pretty entertaining. Am I a fellow Mr. Negative enjoyer? I think he looks really cool. Playing him, not so much though. I am Nick. Welcome in, by the way. No, we're planning to go break the piggy bank, and we are going Scorched Earth on Banquet, which we may regret, but dang it, we'll have a fun time doing it. Oh, that could hurt. It's gonna be so fun. I like actually feel like I'm waiting for Christmas. It's like Christmas Eve, dude. You can do that, Travis, yeah. Which, sorry, I haven't been doing that on stream, but I want to make sure I can do it before it's patched. I don't think they'll patch it, though. It's the same kind of issue that the bounty thing had with the Spider-Man quest a while back. The one that WAP got Bastion off of. And if they treat it anything like they did that, then it's not going to change. It's going to be like that until the event is over. It's only a week-long event. And then from the words that I heard about the Spider-Man event is it would just be kind of a hassle to change. It's a little too late. So I'm assuming that'll not get patched out before the event ends, which is kind of nice. Guarantee the highest reward every time. I would go rank 4 Void, but do it. Negative would be pretty unique, though. Have I heard of the streamer, The Burnt Peanut? I think somebody's mentioned that name before, but... Oh, absolutely, I'm streaming it, Nick. Yeah, definitely. No. No, I stream any crystal I open, basically, I stream, so... I will definitely be live for that. I wouldn't miss it. Arena Express mode will just, like, automatically load your champions in and, like, menu faster for you, basically. Instead of having to manually add your champs and stuff. It makes quite the big difference. But anyway, yeah, I've heard the name. I don't really know anything about him. Oh yeah, it's massive, Aaron. The fact that you can just farm that a bunch. I mean, I myself will get one tomorrow. Kind of tempted. Maybe I should, like, hold my basics I get until Banquet. I think I'm gonna do that. We'll just, like, maximize... We'll crystal max. We'll try and get, like, as many crystals as, like, possible. Ah, I whiffed. I almost had the full dex on that. Oh, well. What's up, Zemo? Welcome in, man. Crazy a month ago, you never heard of that peanut guy. Now every stream he does has like 20 to 50,000 viewers. Like he came out of nowhere. I have my own ideas on stuff like that. But yeah. There does seem to be a lot of, like, streamers that just kind of appear. Make sure to watch out for the live, then. You need all the Banquet openings you can get. It's like waiting for Christmas. I know, dude. I can't wait for the dopamine. Just unleveled 4 stars. I mean, if you can get, like, the first 6 units or so in the 4-star arena, that's, like... that's really good value. I would go for it. Pretty much, Aaron, yeah. To cut a long story short. And it sucks, but that is definitely how the game is currently played. And I think you're lying to yourself if you think it's any other way. I mean, dead internet theory is real. So it applies to YouTube and Twitch too. Not just your Twitter or Reddit or Facebook. That's my personal belief, my personal headcanon. I do think there's a lot of, like, people with, like, that are just genuinely entertaining and like good streamers, though, that, like, still pull really large numbers. I don't think, like, everyone is, like, cheating the system, quote unquote, but I do think there's, like, a pretty large amount of people that view bot on, like, streaming platforms like Kick and Twitch and YouTube. It's just a lot more prolific now with, like, the advances in AI and stuff. I think it's easier than ever to create a bot, stuff like that, like a bot network, and then, like, artificially inflate your engagement. And why would you? Or like, why wouldn't you, right? Like, I talk about this. I've talked about this before. It's been a while, so I guess I will dive into it a little bit. You're not punished for view-botting on Twitch. You might as well do it. Like, straight up. I'm not endorsing that. I don't think you should do it. Like, I think it's a dishonest thing to do. But if you look in their TOS, like, you can only be banned for view-botting on Twitch if they can, like, prove you were the one doing it. So, a lot of people, and there are scandals that happen with streamers leaking the fact that they're view-botting. Like, that's a thing that's happened. Like, Twitch wants to be able to go to their investors that pay for their pre-roll and mid-roll ads and say, look at how many people use our platform. So they kind of are incentivized in a way to not solve the view-botting problem because it makes their numbers look better, right? So investors will give them more money for ad space. So that's like a problem in and of itself, is that like there is no actual motivation to get rid of these bot networks that are making these streamers pull like insane numbers. Okay. I'm a view bot. Thank you. Like there's zero incentive at all. Okay. So what you get is you have all these streamers that either know someone with technical know-how or through one channel or another, they can get these large bot networks to go to their stream and interact or spam the chat, like, you know. But that whole time, because of those bots, they're getting ad revenue from Twitch. Twitch gets to get more money from companies that want to advertise. And then the streamer can then continuously pay for the bots because they're just getting the ad revenue. And then you see these streamers explode and come out of nowhere, right? People with just like ungodly amounts of viewers. People like, to me personally, like I don't know what all the young guns, all the hip kiddos are into watching nowadays, so I could be off base, but some people's streams that pull like regularly like 40,000, 20,000, 50,000 viewers, I genuinely wonder why people watch them. Like that's obviously, you know, I have some personal bias in there too. So I'm willing to admit, maybe like they actually are that big. But then you go into their chat, it's nothing but just like complete spam. No one is actually composing any sort of lucid thought. And you got to ask yourself like, okay, how many of these people are real? Like, also I did see that Abyss. That's going to be crazy. So that's my own headcanon. That's my theory. I think like it's really unfortunate because I think there's a lot of small streamers in the world. Like one of my favorite things to do back when I did watch Twitch a lot was to like scroll all the way down to people that have like one viewer, right? And like, because I think there's a lot of really good streamers that don't get recognition because there's people that are cheating. Young guns? Heck yeah, dude. So it's kind of a bummer, at least like as far as I'm concerned. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a problem that'll ever get fixed. And yeah, I think that's why there's so many people that just come out of nowhere on Twitch, on YouTube, and then just like pop off. I've never heard of someone like that. But that doesn't mean they're not well known somewhere else. But I'm a firm believer, like you try to do things the right way, and if your like product is good enough, then it'll eventually like find a way, right? Lesser watch view. Yes, I agree, Aaron, wholeheartedly, man. Fun fact for you, by the way. Those of you gamers that play Call of Duty, you probably know who this is. Tim the Tapman? I was like one of his first 10 viewers. Regularly. I don't know that he would remember me. I highly doubt it now, but because he's massive now. But I remember going to his stream one day in the library in school with my buddy, and we were talking to him in chat. Like I friended him on Xbox 360 and everything. Like we are like it was crazy. I got to watch Tim the Tapman's like meteoric rise to fame. Not all the way though, because I kind of like just stopped watching Twitch altogether. and then like skip a few years and he's just a massive streamer now. But yeah, dude, I was like the OG with Tim the Tapman. I remember his like really old streams. He used to play Black Ops, was it 3? Was it Black Ops 2 back then? It was one of the Black Ops games, I remember. And he used to play with another Twitch streamer sometimes called Formless TV. Dude, like, I just remember some weird, obscure things, man. But yeah, I pride myself in that. I guarantee he doesn't remember me, but I was there. I have him friended on 360 to prove it. So, I joined his game a couple times. It was super fun. Good night, Samir. Thanks for dropping in, man. Have a good one. See you next week, dude. So yeah, that's my little claim to fame. And then, yeah, he just, poof, exploded out of nowhere. And he was a streamer. I always thought, I was like, this guy's really entertaining. If he can get the right, like, traction, I think he can make it. And he did. And he did. Don't choke on bed bugs. Man, what kind words. I'm glad you care about his well-being, man. That's really kind of you. Almost done. Man, time is flying by on stream. By the way, if you guys are enjoying your time here, if you could go ahead and drop a like, that would really help the channel grow. And I would appreciate it so much. Again, reminder too, if you want to follow me on Twitch, the link for that is in the video description, as well as the Discord. So if you're new here and you like the community, or if you have a lot of questions about MCOC, there's some big brain gamers in there. So I always recommend joining the Discord. Ooh, you know what I wish they would have told us? It'll probably be in like the January live stream. I really want to know what the Deathless Vision buff is going to be like. You're going to open your 7-star crystals on Christmas? Dude, surely that gives you like boosted luck, right? That's actually pretty awesome, Lee. I really wish anti-cheat, like, worked. I would love to. I mean, I know there's, like, mods and stuff to kind of, like, let you play older Call of Duties. But I wish I could just boot up my Xbox and hop into, like, Modern Warfare 2 without getting, like, hacked up and down. Or, I mean, if you can even find a game to begin with. But, yeah, the old CODs are so good. So many good memories. COD sucks, I think, now. I definitely think it has, like, fallen from grace pretty hardcore. And, like, look, I'm not to say... It's not like I can't find enjoyment in the current Call of Duties. Because, like, once in a while, you have a game that is just really fun. But it's nothing like the old COD. Like, it's just not. And I don't think you can ever really tap back into the good old days. Like, I think a lot of the newer COD gamers don't quite understand how insanely awesome, like, back in the day COD was. We'll be getting our holiday gift on the 24th? I actually didn't notice that, but thank you for pointing that out. The golden era of gaming? I agree. Oh, Hijacked and Raid? Dude, Raid was a great map on BO2. I just like the sound design, the weapon design, the maps, Everything was so crisp and touched up. It was so perfect, man. The Wii was crazy. Like, what an innovation. First-person shooters were all downhill after Quake 2 and Unreal Tournament. I never got to play any Quake games. That's pretty cool, though, Lee. And, like, kicking back on, like, a cold winter day in your room all blanketed up and you just run zombies while you're listening to music or something. Dude. The chat rooms were legendary. I know, dude. I feel like you never have anyone use public chat anymore. I know I don't. There's like voice moderation now with all the stuff in COD. It's like crazy, dude. I remember when they introduced that, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm turning like public chat off because they have like an AI. Overwatch does the same thing, I think, where they can like just listen to your comms, and if it's like bad, basically, or whatever they deem bad, you can get like comms banned. And we'll just say like you could say a lot of things back in the day and not get comms banned that you will get banned for now in a game where you shoot other people to death. Like, it's don't even get me started. Like, that's so ridiculous that that is the way it is. But like gaming has kind of like the age of like a lot of AAA gaming, I think, has fallen from grace. You still do get like great titles produced by some juggernauts once in a while, but I think we might be in the age of the indie game because they're the developers that aren't just like super greedy, you know, like their games haven't been infested by like a bunch of guys in suits that just want to make every extra penny they can make. Wii was never your thing. I liked Wii, like, sports. I played a ton of Wii Sports. Bowling was the mode. And then Wii Play, they had, like, that little tanks mode. I played the crap out of that. And then Zelda games. But, like, a lot of the Wii games I liked, I didn't actually use the Wii controller, now that I think about it. I would use the GameCube controller. Kids these days are too soft for the OG COD lobbies. Oh, 1,000,000%, dude. They'd be crying to their mama. Yeah, single-player games are also popping off too, Abyss. DLC is a very polarizing subject. Part of the reason why gaming has gone downhill. I was okay with DLC when you actually like got what you paid for. Now it's like you can pay $30 in Call of Duty for a skin for one particular gun and one particular character. That kind of monetization, I think, is like what has killed gaming. I think you can argue DLC got us there, like the horse armor argument. But like, back in the day when you bought a map pack in COD, dude, like you got your money's worth, you know? If you had the season pass, RIP the season pass, that like was value. Entire COD lobbies would be canceled. Oh, I know, dude. What I wouldn't give to like go listen to everything I've said in a COD lobby in my like squeaker voice back in the day, dude. There's probably some gold in there. Wii Sports and Wii SD Ports Resort? Oh, Wii Sports Resort. Mario Kart Wii was a great way to enjoy the weekend. Yeah, I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii. I never owned Wii Sports Resort, though. No, Mario Kart Wii was like the move. And like Mario Kart DS, I know that's not the Wii. But dude, I played the crap out of Mario Kart DS. DS was also like based. And then PSP, unfortunately, like it had so much potential. I had a PSP. It was awesome. You could watch movies on there. You could download music. You could play games, dude. Oh my gosh. The PSP walked so the Nintendo Switch could run, let me tell you. That thing should not have gotten smothered in its crib like it did. PSP was goated. Yeah, I had a PSP, I had a DS, had a DSi as well. I had a DSi, a DS Classic. I had a Game Boy Advance SP as well. I still have my DSi and my Game Boy Advance SP. You haven't genuinely enjoyed a Mario Kart game since Double Dash? Dude, I would go over to my friend's house because he had Double Dash just to play it. What's up, Sleepy Marsh? Welcome in, man. Last two God of War games are one of the greatest endings to a character story ever. The God of War games are pretty good. I haven't played them all the way through. I've only played bits and pieces, but the visuals and the storytelling is really good. I like Uncharted. Those games are fun. The Tomb Raider games are fun. Like, there's a lot of really great like solo experiences out there. Skyrim was already a great experience, and the DLC just enhanced. Dude, another cool thing about Skyrim is like you can get so many mods for it, so it feels like it has like infinite replayability. That's what I wish a lot more developers would do. That's kind of what, like, I think the Stop Killing Games initiative could potentially lead to. Is like, if a game is past its lifespan, just let like modders go crazy on PC. Let them like make anything they want. It just kind of keeps your game alive in a really fun, interactive way. Like Call of Duty, they'll do that once in a while with their zombies tools, so people can make custom zombies maps. And that's really fun, dude. Like, there's so many fun custom zombies modes. And you get to kind of relive the glory days while also experiencing new stuff. It's just really awesome. I wish more gaming companies would do that. Like, you're not making money from it hardly anymore anyway. Just let people keep the game alive, you know? You thought you were pretty awesome with your portable Sega Game Gear back in the day. What's my opinion on the new Steam console? I think it's pretty cool. Steam tends to do things the proper way. They're pretty, like, gamer friendly. I think it's pretty cool. It's essentially a PC, so. Sane and you both like Skyrim. He loves mods on Skyrim. As he should, dude. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Got a question. You're new to MCOC. Your best character is a 6-star Doom. Oh, what's your first? Okay, first of all, Doom is a really great way to start off in this game. He'll get you to be able to do a lot. If you haven't already, definitely like look up videos on how to play him. Okay, that's gonna go a long way. As far as like the best champions in the game to look for at a 7-star rarity, I would say, let's see, because you're going to be pulling from the basic. So Count Nefaria, Spider-Ham, if you're looking for science champions. Here, you know what'll be easier? Let me just kind of show you, right? Because you might not know what some of these characters look like. I'll give you like my top 3 characters in each class. How's that? That'll probably be nice. So we'll start off with science. So Count Nefaria right here, this second guy, he just does a ton. I would keep an eye out for this guy. He can get you through a lot of content. He's really good at a lot of different things. Now, there's a couple other champions in this class to keep an eye out for too. Photon is a very good science champion. Anti-Venom can be very good for newer players because he has a lot of things that are very player friendly. His kit enables you to block a lot of different things if he's awakened. So you may need to dupe that guy, but he's definitely a great champion. That's probably, I mean, there's a few other ones in science, but I'd probably keep an eye out for them. Spider-Ham, again, he's also a pretty great science champion. And then we'll go to the skill class. Skill class is actually not the worst. It's still a little bit weaker, but let's see. Okoye, is she in the, I think she's in the basic now, right? Yes. So she's a probably one of, if not the best skill in the game. Chi-Ilth is very good as well on like an earlier account. The Mole Man's pretty good, and then if you can get him awakened, Crossbones is good, but kind of tricky. And then Shang-Chi. I'd say probably look out for those guys, but there's a lot of pretty decent, like, new character-friendly guys. Doom is carrying you, for sure, dude. Yeah, Hulk is pretty good. It's a good shout as well. But yeah, there's a lot of, like, really nice friendly skill champs, man. Like, Shang-Chi is great. Jabari is slept on, but pretty helpful, too, I think, for a new player. All right, then we'll move on to the Mutant class. As far as Mutant, your #1 lookout is going to be Onslaught. He's just inarguably the best Mutant probably in the basic right now. Mr. Sinister was recently added, though, and he would be a massive pull for your account. Quaker, what's up? Welcome in, man. And then, let's see, who else would be good other than those two? I mean, Negasonic could help you with some of the more annoying champions in the game as well. But I would probably keep an eye out for Onslaught, Mr. Sinister. I think they're going to help you the most. Colossus is very new player friendly, and he can do a lot of stuff too. So honestly, he'd be a pretty good pull too. And then obviously, like, there's tons of champs that I could recommend, but I think I'm just pointing out ones that I think are just really nice if you're new. So your #1 look for in the Cosmic class is going to be this guy, the Serpent. He's just the best Cosmic 7-star in the basic right now. After him, though, if you can get your hands on Venom, I really do like him. And then Angela would be kind of tricky because she's not in the basic. And then I would probably look out for Hyperion. I think he's pretty... He's an older champion, but I think he's good. He's still good. And then there's some other sleeper champs in here too, so. And then Tech is a loaded class. You could get away with a lot of these guys in here, but I would keep your eyes out for Sentinel, Bastion. Is Bastion in the basic yet? I think yeah, Bastion's in the basic. Bastion, and then I would look for Jack-o'-lantern and Warlock, and then Ironheart. Like, there's a lot of really good tech champs, but if you get any of those guys, they're going to cover a lot of different things. But that being said, if you pull, like, Iron Man or, like, there's just a lot of other tech champs that do good. And then Mystic. Sorry, I'm not reading chat because I don't want to, like, spend too much time on this. I just want to give you a quick, like, rundown. Yeah, 7-star Punisher will be in the upcoming event. Yeah, Hulk is good for beginners. That's true. Oh, Medusa, yeah. Medusa's in the basic now. Good point. Totally forgot Null. I think Null is a little bit less new player friendly than others. You have a 6-star Sentinel? I love Sentinel, yeah. You can get Sentinel in the basic, too. He's really good. And then Mystic in the basic, you're going to look for Kushala. I think Rintra is fairly easy to play, but that might be my bias, so... and that Juggernaut is going to be... If you can pull Juggernaut, a lot of things get pretty easy. He's very, like, noob-friendly, I would say. At least in my opinion. So I would look out for him and then Kushala. I think they'll help you probably the most in the Mystic class. Let's see. Honorable mention, though. Shathra. Probably, like, one of the best Mystics in the game, too. So... But yeah, that's just like a quick rundown. Obviously, I missed a lot of champions. You're going to see a lot of people trying to, like, go to war for their champion in the chat. And there's usually something behind it. I just want to give you, like, a quick rundown of maybe champions you want to look for in each class. So hopefully that helps. This live stream will get published to my YouTube channel. So you can always refer back to my video if you really need help. So... Learn the ways of Joe Fixit. Yeah, he can be pretty good too. But yeah, we have a lot of really smart people in our community, Sleepy Marsh. If you want to join the Discord, they can help you through, like, fights and stuff that you may be, like, getting roadblocked on. And if you're wondering where to find that link, it's just in the video description for the live stream. Sorry, I know that's like a ton to like digest, but yeah, just when in doubt, ask the Discord or the YouTube chat, man. We're always happy to help here. Null is totally beginner friendly. If you can keep his like armor breaks up, then yeah. We can throw Null on the list just for you if you want. Sleepy, okay, so there's a setting in the game to turn off global chat. I recommend you just do that. You will quickly learn that global chat is nothing but just a complete cesspool. Don't even try it, dude. You'll be better for it. He's the Michael Jackson of MCOC. But yeah, you're more than welcome in my streams. I won't be live for the next 2 days. Outside of that, though, like, I am live every single day. I just take the weekends off so I can spend time with my familia. Global as a hell. Yeah, it is, dude. No, it is. Global chat gets on your... I have to, like... Sometimes this game will, like, scroll your pre-selected chat, like, to show at the bottom. Sometimes it will revert it back to global. And I always have to try and, like, stay on top of it because, like, they say some pretty unhinged things that I don't want on stream. Dude, it's so annoying. The moderation is so inconsistent in MCOC. There's like people just posting like the most off the rails political stuff, just posting slurs that somehow aren't moderated at all. Like, honestly, I've been saying it for years. Global just needs to be like nuked. It shouldn't be in the game. It's not good for anything. I mean, like, it used to be the only great way to find an alliance, but now you can just go to Discord, or you can go to Reddit, or like any other social media, really. If you want to find like a good active alliance, you don't need global chat anymore. Yeah, I agree. Family time is super important, man. Helps keep the family together too, you know? I think if I was just streaming all the time, my wife would hate it. Aw, man, that almost KO'd. Talk about politics and MCOC? Yeah, well, you know, I wish they wouldn't. Talk about politics in any game is boring. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't even really like people talking about politics in my YouTube chat. That's like kind of one of my rules, I guess. It's just too polarizing. Nobody ever comes out. It's like two pigs fighting, you know, they both come out dirty. It's just nobody wins. It's not worth it. Everyone has their opinion. You're never going to change their mind. It doesn't matter. It's just there's too much contention around politics. I wish it wasn't that way, because I think it is good to have like intellectual conversations about important topics. Unfortunately, that's just not how the world works in the large part, right? So you just kind of have to avoid it altogether. They talk about how good they are, but then you humble them. Good, Quaker. Someone's got to keep the global chat in line. Hey, it's your boy, Lise. Or Lee. Sorry, I don't know why I said Lise. I was combining Lee and Boyce, and it came out Lise. It was peaceful, and then the Fire Nation attacked, yeah. Now, like I said, global at the start of the game, that was like where you found your alliance mates and stuff. Now it's just vitriol and garbage for the most part. Or some guy with like 10 million rating for some reason needing validation for his account. It's just weird. You're new to the game, but you played the game when you were younger and you're bad. Dude, this game is so much different than when you first started playing it. It's so much easier to get champions now. For the most part, it's quite different game. So even if you had experience back in the day, I don't even think. I mean, it all still probably seems foreign to you, depending on when you stopped playing. It hurts you to see global so toxic. I wish it was more like in the glory days. Like the grind. I like that it's like, I mean, like Kabam has done some like unpopular things lately, but if you zoom out and like look at it through the lens of 10 years, like people that are like day one players know this game used to be a lot more punishing. Like we kind of have it a little bit easy with like the crystal shards just for one, the things we can get in milestones, and just by doing like logging in every day is crazy. I would have never thought we could get all these resources just by like doing the things we have to do now. Whereas like back in the day, dude, it was like scraping by to try to get like a tier 1 alpha. And that is just not the game we have anymore. Doing better than most AAA games? Yeah, I mean, we were talking a little bit about it earlier. AAA gaming is kind of downhill lately. Too many big corporations just prioritizing like the wrong things. And like Kabam, I think, has done that to a degree, but not as bad as some companies. I still think this game is really fun and enjoyable. We are, yeah. We definitely are, Nick. Like, can you believe we got 10,000 7-star shards today just for watching a live stream? Like, what? We could sit there, we could walk out of the room as long as the stream was playing, and we're getting shards? Crazy stuff, dude. He said I just rank up my champs. To be fair, though, Quaker, the legend title doesn't mean what it used to mean. Ever since the MCOC poker mode, I think it's a little bit commonplace now. All you needed was a bunch of max energy refills, and you had it unlocked. Oh, was it only 5,000? Oh, wait, no, I think it's progression. So you probably got 5,000, and then Valiant's got 10,000. I think it was 10,000. But yeah, the fact that you're almost at a 7-star is crazy. People asking for codes in global? I've never seen that one. That's funny, though. A maxed Corvus? Yeah. Dude, Corvus used to be such a beast in this game. I mean, he's still okay. He's just not like... He's a shadow of his former self, I think. What happened to Beta Ray Bill? Oh, no, Travis, not this. The lighting bug. We came to the conclusion that he stayed in the tanning chamber for too long. I did see a walrus, yeah. You made it to uncollected. The boss was a pain, but you still got through it. Hey, nice, dude. Just keep grinding. Story content is still the best way to progress in this game. And Sleepy Marsh Banquet in 2 weeks is going to be really nice. If you can get, I mean, just try to get as high as you can in story so that you can get as many units as you can. Because the crystals are going to be pretty much the same for most progression levels. So you'll be able to benefit like greatly from the Banquet event. But try and clear as much content as you can and avoid spending units. Dude, back in the day, 5 stars were the goats for sure. Dude, 3 stars were the goats back in the day. Like, because 4 stars were nigh impossible. And now you don't even really use 3 stars in this game. You go to 4 stars and 5 and 6 so quick. Yeah, Banquet is really, really good for new players. 100%. Do. Who does everyone want the most from the new Banquet box? I think for me, I want Scorpion more than anyone else. I love Scorpion. I maxed out and ascended my 6-star, and I used him a lot after that. Like, even after I switched over to 7 stars. Yeah, Banquet's gonna be fun, dude. This stream is gonna be awesome on Banquet. Make sure you don't miss it. By the way, since you're new here, I'll just let you know, like, I am live the same time every day, so... Again, not the next 2 days. But outside of that, there will almost always be a stream, so... Oh, I forgot he... Yeah. Whoa, he just gets destroyed, bro. I have no idea what that interaction just was. Man, he just got melted. Oof, that's actually crazy to hear, Quaker. Hulkling, but Scorpion is a close second. Yeah, I think, like... I think those are probably going to be a lot of people's top 2. I don't personally rank Hulkling as high, but I really like Nimrod, and I'm really intrigued by some of the reworks. So I'd like to get the reworked champions just so I can test them. I really like testing new champions. Like this last Titan rollover, it was super fun to take the new champs I got, like Lizard and like Frankencastle, Carolina Dean, stuff like that. It was fun to take them into Realm of Legends and just like play with a new champion, and it's very enjoyable to learn a kit and stuff. I already know what I'm getting from Hulkling. I know what I'm getting from Nimrod, Absman, stuff like that. I want to see how X23 plays now, and I want to see how Jane Foster plays. So I'm kind of hoping I actually do snag them. I still hate Jane Foster on principle. She appears to be actually pretty decent, though. But yeah, I do just want them just for, like, new experience, I guess. You love me some Aegon? He should... I think he'll get added eventually. Just because he was in that... He was an option for the Founders War stuff we had this last go-around. For, like, the saga, like, the stones and stuff. I'm assuming that was kind of like a teaser at the fact that he'd get added down the line. We'll just have to see. Come on, throw it. Thank you. I want Jane footage, go watch Andrew the Rough. Yeah, I know. I did see that he has her. I'd rather just like play the champion myself though. You just want gold? Well, there'll be some in the Banquet crystals, Sleepy. There's a lot of gold during the saga incursions going on right now. I don't know how far your account could go in that though. If I could donate some of my gold to you, I would. I'm gonna have like a lot of gold in a couple weeks. I bet it'll go quick though. Alright, there's that arena done. Oh, I still have a fight. Aw, dang it. I hate when the AI delays the heavy. Oh, that actually reached? That's crazy. Dude, I freaking love Quicksilver, honestly. You have a free-to-play account on Thronebreaker? Dude, nice. Mine is, just recently got Paragon. But it's got, like, no units, so it will not be participating in Banquet. Doom stealing all your gold is worth it, yeah. I mean, even without his awakening, Doom is still a beast. But yeah. No, it's really tough in the early game getting gold. That's like the biggest problem that my alt account has. Is always like just never having enough to rank up. Like 6 stars and 7 stars are so gold hungry, it's insane. And you don't get enough of it early on. You might keep both accounts. That's how it is, dude. The alt always gets all the luck. And I found that out yesterday. Heyo, flat track. Dude, let's go get lucky from 2 Paragons. I'll open Paragons. I'm gonna save the basic 7 stars until Banquet, though. Paragons are usually just a nothing burger anyway. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna let them both spin out, though. By the way, guys, if you are appreciating the live stream, if you're enjoying yourself, go ahead and drop a like. It helps the channel grow. And subscribe as well, so you don't miss streams in the future. Me when you drafted Vox. Dude, I love the Vox in the arcade matchup. That's definitely my favorite arcade counter. Or you go with the, like, you just try to kill arcade before he gets annoying strategy, and I use my rank 4 Venom. And then hope I get, like, lucky bleed procs. You already dropped the sub, thank you, man. Appreciate you. This channel's growing, man. It's been growing a lot lately. We've had a lot of people in streams. Even our arena streams, which definitely, like, are usually, like, less people. Which is sick. I hate everything. What? I hate everything, dude. Oh, boy. He's mocking me, dude. He's mocking me. I can't believe that. I hate this. Why do I open crystals, dude? Oh, this stupid pig, dude. I will get you on the main account, okay? That's unbelievable. Of all 6 stars, it had to be him. Of course. Of course it did. 120 units, I'll take that. Ooh, nice. But you pop it? Yeah, I like spinning the crystals, man. It's more fun. Because if I don't, like... If I don't get something I want, at least I get the enjoyment of like watching the spinner part of it. You know? And like the thrill of like, oh my gosh, maybe I'll get that champion, and then they don't. At least I get that, you know? If you just pop it though, and then you get something you don't want, you don't get that satisfaction or the happiness. At least not for me. It's not how I work. Oh, there's the gladiator propaganda. Obligatory gladiator propaganda. Let's go finish this one. Enchantress is an instant ban. I usually don't ban Enchantress anymore. I just accept that like either the fight's gonna go really well or it's gonna go really bad, and it is completely up to the game and RNG. That's gambling. What? No. What are you talking about? Is there anything in the game worth spending money on? Not currently, Sleepy. The stuff we're spending money on will be available in a couple weeks, though. Goated 5 stars, for real. But here's my advice to you, Sleepy. Where you're at, your progression level, I wouldn't spend money. Unless it's going to, like, get you to the next progression level, and it's not that much money. Because the best deals in the game, like the stuff where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, are going to be at Valiant progression level. And I think it's worth, if you're spending money, maybe holding off until you're a Valiant player. But that being said, it is like a lot easier to progress through this game. So even if you are going to advance a progression level, maybe just kind of weigh out all your options. AI spam special 1 with Dr. Doom? No, that's true. That's why the Power Sting champions are so good on him. Like Human Torch, Scorpion, Spider-Ham, Spider-Woman. Heck, dude. Yellow Jacket, probably. But yeah, I would recommend spending it when you're actually like the last progression level, if you can. Obviously, like, if it's something that is probably going to bring you enjoyment and stuff, spend your money on it. But if you want the best, like, bang for your buck, that's the way to do it, I think. I will say, like, when you start a new account, you're absolutely bombarded with new offers. So I totally know probably what you're going through. And some of them are, like, better deals than others. I think the best bang for your buck as you're progressing is, like, the cash offers that are, like, that have, like, 20 plus, like, full energy refills in them. Outside of that, it's usually not worth it. I mean, the sigil is not that bad. It can help you push content faster. You get an expanded storage and stuff. I don't think the sigil pass is like a horrible deal. People always ban Korg. I usually do just because I only have like a handful of Korg counters in my deck, and I don't want to have to rely on luck. So I usually just like cut the middleman out. And then I'll just ban Korg or Atuma. I probably could get away with not doing it. I have like 3 champions that counter those guys, but hey man, I've had some bad luck in BGs before. I would much rather ban, like, if somebody has a Deathless Thanos or like a Dark Phoenix or Spider-Woman, because I don't have a Spider-Woman, that ban is just only good for me because I'm not losing out on a champion. A lot of people don't know, if you ban a champion your opponent has, you also can't use that champion. So if there's a champion your opponent has that you don't, you're not negatively impacting yourself, right? So I usually look for bans like that. Yeah, that's a good breakdown, Caveman. Also, like, once you progress high enough, like 5-star shards, 6-star shards even, at some point, won't be worth it to you. If you have access to the Sigil store, you can trade those things in for better things. You remember fighting Nameless Hyperion, Nameless Thanos, Nameless Guillotine, Nameless Vision, and Nameless King Groot? Nameless? Nameless or Deathless? Or Nameless? That sounds familiar. I don't remember those fights particularly. Battlegrounds is rough when you're starting out. It is tough. Another rough thing about Battlegrounds when you're first starting out too, there's a lot of people that are like at my progression level that just don't play Battlegrounds too much. And then we'll get an event like the one that's currently running, so they'll decide to pop in for the first time ever, and they just smoke everybody. And so I'm sorry if you run into that. You probably have. 6 stars are so common. Yeah, they really are. No, even 7 stars. It's crazy how like easy it's gotten to get the highest like star rarity in the game. It feels like it's kind of lost some of its novelty in a way. That's why I was really surprised that they decided to go the Ascension route instead of 8 stars. Dude, wait, is Night Thrasher kind of goated for Void? He actually is. You can shrug the debuffs. I mean, it'll remain to be seen, but I still think I'm probably not going to be that hyped to open an Ascension crystal. Like, it's a champ I already have. Like, the fun thing for me in this game when I open crystals is getting a new champion. With the way they're doing it, like, there's going to come a point where, like, I'm probably not even going to get that experience, really. I do wonder if it is going to, like, feel good to pull, like, an Ascension champion thing. Watch them at 8 stars? I think they will, but I think that'll be in, like, if I had to ballpark it, I'd guess 4 to 5 years. I think it's pretty far down the line. Maybe, like, 3 at minimum. Crap, I totally forgot I was fighting Enchantress. Oh, no. Well, that went well. We didn't get bad RNG. I feel like you should trade old characters that you don't use. I could see that. I could see the argument for it. They're kind of trying to make old champs like worthwhile though, with their like, I can't remember what that mechanic is called. But yeah, they do. It does feel like they game. You just kind of grow up, I guess, and you just forget about 4 stars or 3 stars, even 5 stars now. Like, and I think that's okay. You can't do victory track until you're a Thronebreaker now? Oh, that's actually crazy. Adding 100 stars? Dude, they probably could, though. Isn't that crazy? We have so many champions in the Marvel Universe that you could. Shield, come on, attack me, please. No, throw a heavy. You always throw heavies. There we go. Thank you. Do it again. Oh my gosh, this is such a passive shield. What is happening? There we go. Who would be a 100 star? I don't know, dude. Probably a Marvel character that doesn't exist yet. Lost 1-1-1? Hey, 50% ain't bad. Nick, it's your guy. Oh, I could have just attacked there. I forgot he gets unblockable. That's why I'm not the gladiator expert, though. When they came out with 7... Yeah, no, they were a big cash thing. I genuinely, I think they should have just kept increasing the star level personally, but I could see where they're going, I guess. We'll have to really wait and see. What's going to make the biggest difference, I think, is like there was a pretty clear power divide between the star level, and they even talked about it, how they would use that to kind of reset the meta in a way. If Ascension makes your champ, like, it remains to be seen just how much stronger they can get. If that's big enough, then I could see getting like super excited for pulling that kind of stuff. If it's only like, if it's just a small boost to your champion stat, it's not going to be super exciting. Hopefully the stat boost is like equal to another star on your champion. Who's my hardest boss? I think probably fighting Ares. I thought Ares was really difficult. At this point you lose because you don't have a lot of luck drafting. That sucks, dude. I hate like, man, I hate that. It's like you just get unlucky sometimes. I mean, they have the reroll thing. I always forget it's there though, and I never use it anyway. Yeah, sometimes you can lose through no fault of your own, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna just really depend on how the rollout of it happens, Caveman. I think, like, it's a very brave, bold thing to do. I'm not sure of other games that do the same thing. And like, the thing is, like, like, MCOC is in such a vacuum, I feel like. There's not really another game on the market that does what MCOC does. And it's because of that I think it's just a really hard game to develop for and like keep the lifeblood of the game. No. Oh, that was close, dude. I didn't even notice I was reverse controlled. So it's going to be really tricky. I really think, like, just keep adding stars, dude. I don't care. It's fine. Its novelty won't wear off on me. If this whole Ascension thing works, though, I think probably will greatly extend the lifespan of the game. So I really do want it to work. Because, like, if you think about it, they spend some time doing, like, the Ascension thing, and then they actually release 8 stars. And then you have the lifespan for those guys, and then you can ascend the 8 stars. Like, it could potentially get really old fast, or if it is very successful, like, who knows? Like, this game could last 10 more years, 20 more years. I don't know that it will. We'll have to wait and see, but I think it could drastically change the way we play this game. I think you will be able to. I mean, if that wouldn't make sense, Charles. If people pay to get like ascended champions and stuff, they need to be able to use them to like inflict pain and suffering in BGs. Am I playing on Android? I'm actually playing on my PC right now, David. Welcome in, by the way, man. Yep, I'm playing on the PC launcher. That's why you might see like some Xbox controller buttons. Like down on the special icon and stuff. It's actually really fun. Playing on a computer monitor is nice. Ascended 6-star Ronin? Heck yeah, dude. You don't want the broken defenders being able to be ascendable? Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, since they're aware that they like to use crystal releases to reset the meta, and they're doing Ascension this time, I'm hoping they go the same route, and, like, you don't see Enchantress for a while. Stuff like that. I don't think Nova's awful. I'm not, like, his biggest fan, but I think he's okay. He can get really annoying on defense too. I think he's definitely like in the realm where I don't think he maybe gets the love he might deserve. I know I don't like talk a lot about Nova, but I do actually like him as a champion. Not enough for me to like rank him over others, but how does that not inflict incinerate, by the way? It's like it's dragon breath. Paviter being ascendable immediately. Yeah, that is a really strong champ to ascend is like instantly. That is true. Okay, that's actually criminal. I never really knew that that didn't inflict incinerate. Sam is the GOAT? I can't get behind you on that. I don't like Sam Wilson that much. Unless you're talking about like MCU Sam Wilson. I think he's pretty cool. Why is Dragon Man SP3 playing basketball? He's just a baller, dude. Can't stop, won't stop. I mean, we also have like Blizzard and all those guys that will be ascendable, right? Fusion, ha! Miles was trying to freaking fuse with me, bro. Kind of weird. This is not Dragon Ball Z. Or he was practicing the firebending dance thing. Okay, that is metal as F. I don't know if I've ever seen that. No. I think Paviter's damage, like, is better than Lizard. I did see it, Charles, yeah. No, I think those would be good champions to be ascendable early on. Just, like, let champions that haven't really been able to shine, like, as much as I think they deserve, let them have their time in the light, you know? Oh, he had his invisible thing up. Yo, what's up, Kate? How are you, man? Hope you caught the live stream. Got your, like, Twitch drops earlier. And I'm actually about to die. No, I'm not. We're good. You can ascend Gladiator. You won't be able to complain. You think he'd be too good for it? Nah, I think he could be ascended. I think you could ascend Gladiator. I don't think it would take too long. What's up, Garveet? Welcome in, man. Glad you made it. Hope you're excited for Banquet, dude. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited to see how different Urani's like crystal openings are. Aw, my Ebony Maw's not awakened. That would be so funny. Dang it. We'll do that matchup anyway, whatever. He always gets clapped by Nico. Aw, man, that was stupid. I don't even know I tried that. There we go. Alright, well, I guess special 3-time. Mordo, I still hate you, by the way. Sometimes he really do just be like, nah. Man, did really good this year. You'll spend all your units. Dude, there was a question. I was going all in regardless. When Blue Marvel comes, he's instantly going to be broken. I expect it. I do expect that, yeah. I hope so too, though. I think he's a cool guy. Aw, dang it. I'm so stupid. I just, like, forgot how to fight Bullseye all of a sudden. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, Squidward, let's go. You can grind battle chips. You can easily get to 47k. Go for it, dude. I don't think I'm gonna go any like harder in the paint as far as like battle chips or arena than I already am. I'll probably just keep finishing out the featured arenas up until Banquet and during Banquet. Nothing outside of that though. Hey, early bird gets the worm and all that, right, kid? You think he's one of the best offensive characters? Probably top 10. Offensive character tier list would be interesting instead of like an all-around tier list. I could see it. He has some pretty good offensive utility. You're at 1.3 in the 4-star arena. Yeah, I probably am going to continue to not hit the 4-star arena that hard. Much to my own detriment, but I mean, I can only arena so much. Your cosmic egg is finally SIG 200. Hey, that's a good reminder. I need to go dump SIGs into mine as well. Since I did the challenge for today. It was actually really freaking easy with Kushala. I don't know how it would be with other champions. Kushala made the Howard the Duck thing kind of a joke. You pop this special 2 like 3 times. Now mine is rank 4, so your mileage may vary, but like a handful of special 2s and Howard is dead. What will I do? I'll just get good. Like, I'll take him down. Pains you to... I know, every time, Charles. It's not because I don't believe in him, man. There's just other champions I like more. Like my goat, Yondu, bro. And Rintra. Rintra's gonna get the rank 4 fairly soon, I think. Although I do have Kushala and Nico, so it's not like a priority number 1 thing. Oh, how does Longshot do against Howard? Can he do anything? Because I can't remember why does he inflict Incinerate based off of like buffs that he nullifies? How does his special 2 damage ramp? I always know it's just more damage, like the more buffs the enemy has, but I don't remember if he like nullifies everything, because I know Howard is nullify immune, right? Holy crap, that special 1 carries all the way across the stage. Oh my gosh. That was actually ludicrous. You used Rintra against Howard? I thought about it, and then I thought... Actually, I think Kushala would destroy. Claire is really fun. Yeah, I want a 7-star clairvoyant super bad. You're hyped for Thor Rags? I'm hyped that he's going to be free. That's like super cool, actually. You just have to watch like some Kabam live streams, or rather MCOC live streams, because they changed it so they don't get banned. But yeah, I think that's really exciting stuff. Sassy will be your first Mystic rank 5. Oh man, hopefully you don't have to wait too long on that. Hopefully you can get like the rank up crystal luck that you need. Ouch. Captain Britain, you're just the worst, man. Yondu went from rags to riches. Quaker, you haven't been in here in a minute, but I have been nothing but a Yondu merchant for the last few months. I have been talking him up and down, dude. Trying to convince people that he is a great champion. Even at the 6-star, it was easy to see, like... So, I finally got vindication, and it feels great. All these people now understand. But yeah, I have been beating the Yondu drum for a while now. He's your new GOAT? He is really good, yeah. Your first mutant rank 5 will be Gentle. Really? Dude, I love me some Gentle. Mine is at rank 3, and he's almost max sig. I really like him, actually. That is surprising, though, to hear that that would be your first one. Really? Bro. You don't mind waiting. There's one thing you know for a fact. Kabam will initially release new catalysts and make them hard to get. After a while, they'll become... Yeah. I mean, that's going to be like Banquet. Just like every year, you'll be able to get the newest rank of the highest star champion during Banquet, but it's only going to go to people that spend a lot of money. Outside of that, you might get some shards during Banquet for the next rank, but you probably won't be able to get a full one, and then a couple months after Banquet, or a handful, 3 or 4 months, it's going to be a lot easier, and then things will get changed from there, you know? Then everybody will catch up. There'll be some piece of, like, big endgame content that gets you to there, and that'll probably have a couple of them in there. They might add a new progression title while they're at it. That's generally the cycle. I am actually surprised they didn't at the very least announce a new progression title during Banquet. But I expect that in the coming months, probably. Although I could be wrong. I was wrong on unit inflation happening. Granted, it still did happen, just not for the solo event for Banquet. Yeah, the new Punisher is going to be so awful if he's on defense, dude. With his indestructible, and I know there's like ways to bypass it or whatever he was talking about. He still seems like he'll be such a pain. Venom the duck will be licking him with special ones. Oh, that was way too early. Whoops. Dude, I like do not like playing Ant-Man. It feels like it takes so long to get a KO, dude. Aw, buns. His short little Ant-Man arms couldn't get the intercept. Alright, I think we go for a heavy. I think that's... See what the power sting does. Not too much. What about... What if we do it again? And again. Can you do the throw special for me, bud? No, really? Oh my gosh. I didn't get a cash in on any of the power sting. Bro, that actually hurts. We're almost there. We're so close. Oh, finally. Big damage character comes in POV. Ant-Man. No. Yeah, Ant-Man is so obnoxious. Tier 7 basics being only available to the whales. Yeah, and I mean, they're going to get rank up gems. At least in the ranked rewards. Eventually they're giving out Necropolis. Yeah. Yep. That is the cycle. And I don't know that I see any reason that they would change it. And it would be really awesome if I could get Angela awakened, though. Aw, that was a special too. It's alright. I think she kind of dunks on Solvark. Definitely if she's awakened. Oh my gosh, really? I do like how easy Angela is to play. You kind of just like play like she doesn't have a kit. You just do whatever you really feel like. Just stack armor breaks and profit from there, man. All right, we probably have a few more rounds in us, I think. Ah, dang it, now I gotta do Mr. Fantastic fights. Oh, we're in deathmatch territory, gentlemen. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. We probably lose the win streak in this one. That's okay though. Nah, I'd win. We have Sauron, my goat, dude. He needs some help, I think. He should get reworked. Rah! He is a scary guy, though. Oh, boy. I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought that wouldn't give her a special 3. That's the only reason I threw that. Oh, boy. Alright, well, now we only have to take down Photon with, like, a rank 1 Ronin. Should be doable, right? I'm sure there's a way to, like, play this matchup where Ronin actually can do, like, decent. Because I think he has, like, some, like, crit mode he can enter, stuff like that. I don't really know how to play him, though. Aren't we on the same team? What a funny line. Oh, I think we got it, chat. Yeah! Destroyed. Once I made a point that when rank 5s become the highest power level, the other catalysts become easier to get. Yeah, that's kind of like how the game has to progress for anyone else to have any sort of chance at all to compete. But yeah, that's kind of just, it's the never-ending game that MCOC is, you know? Any live service game, really, though. I mean, not even just MCOC. I'm glad the last fight in this deathmatch is Mr. Fantastic versus Jugs. Super easy to fight Juggernaut. And Mr. Fantastic is, like, one of my least favorite attackers in the game, I think. He's kind of like Ant-Man-esque. I just don't like him. They were really trying to, like, sing his praises, like, hardcore when they announced him being, like, the chase champ. I was so not enthused. We got the dub, though. Caveman, stay out of trouble. If he's even still here. Have a good one, Charles. I think that's going to be the last fight of the stream. We're starting to get into deathmatch territory, and I don't want to lose my win streak because I need to finish this arena out tomorrow. Off stream, of course. Alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so very much for everyone that followed over on Twitch. People that joined their Discord, if there were any, thank you. We had some new people in the stream today. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you continue to stop by. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you are here and you're not subscribed, please make sure to do that, just so you don't miss our streams in the future. And just a reminder, I will not be live for the next 2 days, so don't expect me to be. But yeah, we'll get right back to business as usual next week, so don't worry about that. In the meantime, though, good luck with any of your crystal openings, anything like that. Shout out to our big deal of the night, Caveman Oog, the absolute MVP. Thank you, dude, so much for the support. Thank you to all of my channel members, people that have joined. I appreciate you. You guys make me want to keep doing what I do. And yeah, have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day, whatever it is for you. And give yourself a crisp high five and another one for the weekend. Why not? And I'll